words we use to do with maths. If we start with a division, and the question is, what is 456 divided by 3? Let's just work that out first. 3 goes into 4 one time, remainder 1. 3 goes into 15 5 times, 3 goes into 6 2 times. Alright, we have a special word for this number, and the answer. The special word for the large number that you are dividing is called the dividend. Dividend. The number you are dividing by, the small number that goes into it, you're dividing by, is the divisor. Divisor. And your answer has a special name too. The answer is called a quotient. Quotient. It's a T. Try to remember, please, these 3 words. The dividend is the large number you're dividing. The divisor is the number that goes into the large number. And how many times it goes in is your answer, which is the quotient. One more example. What is 49 divided by 2? Well, 2 goes into 4 2 times. It goes into 9 4 times, and there's a remainder of 1. So I'm going to make it a decimal. My remainder 1 goes to the next house. 2 goes into 10 5 times. The answer is a decimal. Right, again, remember what this is called? The number you're dividing by is the divisor. The larger number you're dividing is the dividend. And your answer is quotient. And you'll remember when I was talking through this, that this one here was the remainder. That one with a tiny wee arrow was the remainder. The remainder is worth something, so we made it worth a decimal. It could also have been expressed as a fraction, which would have been 24 and a half. It doesn't matter if you express your division as follows. Still, the larger number you're dividing by is the dividend, or the larger number you're dividing into. The number you're dividing by, you need to know the 3 times table, is the divisor, and your answer will still be the quotient. Now let's look at multiplying. When multiplying, we can have a number times by a number to give us an answer. The times sign, that sign there, can be called times. It can be called multiply. Or it is also known as finding the product of. Product of is the same as times or multiply. Alright, the 2 numbers you're multiplying together, if we were to describe them in relation to the answer, 4 and 3 are both factors of 12. So 4 is a factor of 12, and 3 is a factor of 12. And when you multiply 2 factors together, you'll get their multiple. So 12 is a multiple of 4, 12 is a multiple of 3, but if we describe it the other way around, 4 is a factor of 12, 3 is a factor of 12. 12 is a multiple of 4 and 3. I like to try and think of it as the multiple is the larger number, the factor is the smaller in the equation here. So 12 has more than just those factors. If we factorise 12, 12 can be divided by 2 and its partner would be 6. 12 can also be divided by 3 and its partner would be 4. And of course it can also be divided by 1. Its partner would be 12. So these numbers here, the 1, 12, 2, 6, 4, 3, are all factors of 12. These are factors. Another way round, what are the multiples of, let's say, 4? Well, the multiples of 4 means the larger numbers, the answers in the times tables. So 8 is a multiple of 4, 12 is a multiple of 4, 16 is a multiple of 4, 20 is a multiple of 4. Multiples are the larger. They're all multiples of 4. And then the opposite way, we would say 4 is a factor of 8, 4 is a factor of 12, 4 is a factor of 16. So that would be your factor. And to find the product of factors, you multiply them together. Another important word in mathematics is prime, a prime number. What is a prime number? A prime number is a number which only has 2 factors, itself and the number 1. Now, 1 is not prime because 1's only got 1 factor, 1. So the smallest prime number there is 2, because 2 has only got factors 1 and 2. 1 times 2 is 2. The next prime number would be 3, because 3 can only be divided by 1 and itself. So it only ever has 2 factors, itself and the number 1. If we look at the number 4, 4 can be divided by itself, 1, and it can be divided by 2. Therefore, it's got 3 factors, so it is not prime. Numbers which have more than 2 factors, or not prime numbers in other words, are called composites. So the number 4 is a composite number.